Hello, in this video I'm going to show you 20 tips and tricks on Polar Grid X2. Alright, let's begin with changing the default watch face. To do it, we need to open up the settings, click the button on the down left corner and now slide to the downside until you find the settings. Now go into watch face, and as you keep scrolling down you have a few watch faces that you can select. It's up to you which layout you set. Let's say I'll pick this one, hit the button to select the next thing. Now we can select the background when it comes to this and this watch face, also the color theme. Let's say I'll pick the green. And we can also add some things such as Polar logo, date, for example, activity, how many steps we made during the day, and the current heart rate, for example. And let's also add the last thing, maybe the Polar logo. Okay. Now to save it, slide to the downside and hit this button to confirm. And now we have our new custom watch face. Currently, of course, it doesn't show any heart rate because I'm not wearing the watch. But let's open up the settings once again. We can also change the brightness of our screen. Find general settings, then the display brightness, and we have three locked position: high, medium or low. It's up to you which brightness level you're interested in. Of course, remember that if you have the higher brightness level, your battery will be consumed a little bit faster. We can also enable the display always on. It can be turned off or just show the time. Click on got it, and now it has been enabled. Then we have notifications. In here you can enable or disable. Do you want to get notifications from phone, not from training, when activity goal is reached? You can get inactivity alerts, sync reminders, and plain training today. If you want to save the changes, simply hit the change button. Down below we have do not disturb mode. It can be turned on all the way, or it can be scheduled, for example, from 10 p.m. to 7 a.m. Of course, you can adjust the hour. So let's say that it will start at 11 p.m. and ends at 7 maybe. Confirm by clicking the button, and that's how you can add the schedule for D&D. Okay, now let's set a pin for our watch. To do it, go into data and security and click on set pin for an extra security. It needs to contain 6 numbers. I'm sorry. In my case, I'll create a really easy. It doesn't even allow me to do it. Let's say it in that way. Now re-enter the pin to confirm, and now your pin has been set as an extra security level. In my case, for now, I'm about to turn it off because I don't want it for now, but now you know how you can set it up. Really easy thing. Okay, now let's adjust our quick bar that we have on our main screen. To do it, slide to the downside from the upper edge. And in here we have some quick functions such as setting the alarm, setting the countdown timer. We can enter do not disturb mode. We can also enable the flight mode right in here. Open up the flashlight. That's also a pretty useful thing. The flashlight itself. We can find my phone. That's also a cool feature. Now it's simply playing the sound, and it allows me to locate my phone when it's simply lost, when I cannot find it. Also a pretty cool thing. And let's adjust the bar itself. Click the plus icon, and you can unselect or select those things on the quick bar. For example, let's say that I will get rid of the flight mode because I don't want it. Then click on save. And now it has disappeared from the bar. Okay, now if you want to lock the screen of your watch, all you need to do is to hold the icon, the button on the top left side. Just hold it to lock the screen. That's how you can do it. Now it's impossible to click anything. Sometimes it's good because let's say that we want to only have, let's say this screen, this watch face, and we doesn't want to change it by a misclick. So that's the moment when you can lock the screen. If you want to unlock, simply hold again the button. Okay, now let's go with the training programs. To start the program, hit the button on the left side and click on Start Training. As you take a look, we have a lot of training activities that we can select. Let's say that for now I'll pick running. You can of course adjust the settings in each activity. You can enable the power saving settings. You want to select that you want to share the heart rate with other devices. You can quickly find your phone also right in here. You have some race pace, favorites, training suggestions, etc, etc. In that mode. If you want to start it, simply hit, and now it's going. We have started the program for race. If you want to save it, simply hold the finish button. I mean, if you want to end it. In here you have a question, do you want to save it? If you want, hit the green button. If you don't want, hit the red one, just like that. Okay, next thing. Okay, now let's go with monitoring our sleep. That's one of the screens as you scroll left and right. But remember that if you want to have some data in this mode, you have to wear your watch during the night. Simply, it has to be on your wrist. You can also tap it. Same thing with the ANS data. You just need to simply wear it during the night. We also have the fueling reminders. Again, click this icon, scroll down, go into fueling, and you have the smart cups reminder, manual carbs, and also the drink reminder. So it's always good to keep hydrated. You can select that the drink reminder, for example, can be every 60 minutes, and now we will simply get the notification. It will remind you every 60 minutes to get the reminder. For now, I'm about to remove it though. Now, let's measure our SpO2 in our blood. To do it, click on Serene. Not in here, my bad. Go into Tests, scroll down, and find SpO2. I have to place the watch on my wrist to measure it. Okay, so let's click on that and measure. Okay, and that's how you can measure it. As you take a look, in my case, everything is normal, so that's good to know actually, that everything is fine when it comes to the SpO2 in my blood. We can also do the same thing with the ECG. Let's also measure it. And we need to place the finger on the top left button. I need to hold it, or... Oh, okay, like that. We have to hold it for around 30 seconds to get the result. Okay, and that's how you can get your results also. Okay, now I'm about to take it off from my wrist. Okay, I'll place it again flat on the table. Okay, now let's change some units on our watch, because that's the also thing that we can adjust. It should be under general settings, I think, if I'm not wrong. We need to keep scrolling. Yeah, find the units, and you can keep the metric units or the imperial units. It is up to you. I'm about to use the metric because I like simply the values in kilograms and centimeters. Simply click to confirm the selected option. Now let me show you the maps that we can use to get the location. Find this watch face, simply tap on that. If you'll double tap, then tap again. On the right side we have this bar, and thanks to it we can zoom. And here we have a mini map that shows us our exact location. If you click the button on the right side, you can mark the location and find also the coordinates. You can select the points of interest, check the map orientation to track north or track up. And you can also perform the compass calibration. We have this ball, and we need to simply tilt the ball to the direction that it tells us to. Now we need to do it to the upside. And here you have a quick tutorial how we can do it. Okay, now to the right. And now I need to roll this ball until all of those edges are green. Okay, and the last one, and now I need to place the watch upside down, and now the compass has been calibrated. That's how you can do it. Let's get back. You should also have possibility to calibrate the satellites itself, maybe in here. No, that's the edited. This was somewhere in here. If you want to use the weather app, of course you need to be connected with your phone. Maybe let me show you how to do it, because some people may don't know it. Let me only zoom out a little bit so you'll be able to see my phone. I'll place it right in here. To connect your watch with phone, you have to use the app that is called Polar. First I need to type the password though to my phone. Okay, that's how this app looks like. It's available on Android and on the iOS. Then you just need to open it up, and then you'll have possibility to connect with the watch that is nearby. In here, of course, you can also monitor everything just like on your watch. You will have all of your sport activities, the nightly recharge, the boost from sleep, the things that I was saying before. In here you can also check some general settings. The app is completely for free, so you don't need to pay for anything. And now, as a last thing, maybe let me show you how you can simply add, how you can pair with the phone. To do it, open up the settings, then into general, click on pair and sync, and click on pair and sync with phone. If you're doing it for the first time, you will have to confirm the code that appears on the screen of the watch, same thing on the phone. It is really easy, so I'm sure that you will handle it without any problems. Okay, let's wait until it's synced. And basically, that is all that I have wanted to show you on this device. Alright, and that's all in this video. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe.